It is an honor to welcome you to Athens State University. I am President Philip Way, and we are so proud to have you join us for the Commencement Convocation today. The ritual of commencement in higher education goes back 1,000 years and has been celebrated at this university for 200 years. Commencement is an important ritual in higher education, and it connects us with the rich heritage of the past while also opening up the horizons of our future. The traditions and the regalia associated with academic ceremonies had their origins in the Middle Ages. Because most medieval scholars were also clerics, distinctive features of the dress were associated with both church and university. In the late 19th century, American universities formed a commission that prepared a code for academic regalia. That code has been updated and is used today by most colleges and universities. Academic dress consists of a robe, cap, and hood, which indicate the degree held by the wearer and the college or university that awarded that degree. The official presidential robe is a Jefferson doctoral blue robe with cording and engraved seals of gold. This robe was first used at the 2009 presidential inauguration and is to be passed on to each succeeding president for commencement and other academic events. In addition, the presidential chain of office, or medallion, was created to symbolize the great responsibilities of the office of the president and the continuity of that position as the chain and medallion pass from one president on to the next. At the forefront of the platform party's procession, you will see a mace bearer. The mace bearer is a member of the faculty who carries the mace before the president on all ceremonial occasions over which the president presides. It is a symbol of the fact that the president represents the tradition of the university and that in the president is vested the authority and good name of the university. The ceremonial mace of Athens State University has been designed to pay tribute to the rich history of the university. The 4 panels of the bronze cap mark distinct periods of our cultural and educational progress. The first panel of the bronze cap points to the agrarian nature of our Alabama natives and their basic diet of corn, beans, and squash as primary staples. In the second panel, the male and female symbols celebrate the beginning of coeducation in 1931, and the Methodist symbols of flame, cross, and oil lamp recall the Methodist sponsorship of the college, which had begun just 2 decades after its founding. The third panel marks the 1975 change of sponsorship from Methodist Church to State of Alabama. The fourth panel represents the August 1998 name change from Athens State College to Athens State University. These traditions, as well as your presence here today, represent the ties that our students have to their past and connects today's graduates to who they are now. Today we celebrate them and look forward to see where they are going next. At this time, please stand, if you're able, for the procession of our graduates.
Please remain standing, if you are able, for the invocation given by Dr. Robert White. The invocation will be followed by the national anthem led by Mrs. Carissa Lovern.
So, one more word in your educational journey. The word for invocation is vujade. Well, I know we are all familiar with deja vu, something already seen, as if the moment being experienced has already happened. Vujade means something familiar viewed with fresh eyes, as if you are seeing someone or something for the first time. And that's what invocation is. It's a call to open our eyes and see with fresh eyes, in the face of family and friends who helped you get here, to see them again with a heart of gratitude as if for the first time, to not take for granted any of it, not a bit of the journey, to be grateful for this place. I stand today in front of this picture, and there have been some summers we've done graduation out there on the lawn in front of Founders Hall. I love the beauty of the place, but I love this place for more than that. I love it for its history, what it's meant to me. As an institution, Athens State is, if you've been in front of Founders, you know there's a giant tree there. It provides shade and it stands tall. But for a tree to survive, it has to have roots. That's been true of Athens State in our history here. We have been rooted in this community and across the state and now across the country in ways that have enriched and helped others achieve their goals. Across the years, countless people have gathered here to receive an education. But there are also branches in that tree. And my office is on the 5th floor of Founders. So I watch the birds sometimes. They rest, take shelter, but always take flight again. And Athens State has done that for its graduates across 200 years, help people take flight. So being here for this occasion with you in this place evokes in my life a spirit of reverence and gratitude. And so my word for you this day is open your eyes and take it in and see it and hear it for what it is, a gift.
You may be seated. At this time, I ask that you please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Welcome. Welcome to our honored guests, friends, family, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates to Athens State University's summer commencement. I am Dr. Catherine Welberg, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at our university. We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates seated before me. You are the reason that we can celebrate the transformative power of education. Congratulations on achieving this milestone in your life. Along with our congratulations, we have someone else who wants to extend her congratulations and best wishes to you on this special day.
Congratulations, graduates of Athens State University. You did it. You've accomplished a major milestone that simply cannot be overlooked. As recent events in our state have shown, resilience is a necessary skill, one that each of you have greatly displayed while earning your respective degrees. As you all prepare to take the next step in life, remember your roots. Think of your experience here and what the school has meant to you to this point, your challenges, the support of your family, the encouraging spirit of your teachers, and your ultimate accomplishment culminating here today. And then go forth and succeed. I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to ask you to pursue your careers here in Alabama. There are currently more jobs available than folks to fill them, which means we want you to prosper in Sweet Home, Alabama. Each of you has the potential to do great things and to make positive change within the world. May God continue to bless each of you and the great state of Alabama.
There are others who share your joy on this special day and who were there to support you on your journey. Your mothers, fathers, grandparents, spouses, children, brothers, sisters, and friends. If you are one of those who has supported and shared the journey with one of our graduates, please stand so we can show our appreciation to you. It is also my privilege to acknowledge other very special women and men, the faculty and staff of Athens State University, who have taught, encouraged, challenged, consoled, prodded, and otherwise walked with you through your educational experience. They have modeled good scholarship for you. They have shown you the world through their disciplines, and now they are here to celebrate your success. If you are a member of the Athens State University faculty or staff, please stand. And I invite you, graduates, to join me in recognizing their efforts on your behalf. To help make this day an even more special occasion to recognize your accomplishments, graduates, we are joined by several individuals from the university who are helping during this ceremony. Please stand as I recognize you and remain standing and hold your applause until I have completed the list. Today's commencement marshal is Dr. Diane Hammond, Associate Professor of Accounting. Serving as faculty marshal is Dr. Sarah Klein, Associate Professor of Biology. The mace bearer is Dr. Catherine Candelac-Holm, Assistant Professor of Career and Technical Education. Please join me in thanking them. And now it is my pleasure to introduce you to the people on the platform today. And again, please hold your applause. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing. Dr. Philip Way, 37th President of Athens State University. Dr. Robert White, Associate Professor of Religion, Invocator. Dr. Joe DeLapp, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Professor Gary Volcana, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Lionel Wright, Associate Dean in the College of Business. Dr. Lee Vartanian, Dean of the College of Education. Mr. Bill Donovan, Athens State University Board of Trustees. Mr. Jeffrey Gunther, Assistant Provost for Planning, Budgeting, and Assessment, announcer. Mrs. Carissa Lavorne, vocalist. And Mr. Bill Hopkins, Jr., our speaker. Join me in thanking them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege to present the President of Athens State University, Dr. Philip Way.
Greetings. It's a great day at Athens State University and a great day for our graduates. Congratulations. I'm very honored to share in today's celebration. Many of you may not know this, but our university is one of only 2 public upper division universities currently in operation in the United States. Many of our students are non-traditional, in that over half of them are over 25 years of age, and while attending school, hold down a full-time job and have family obligations. Another attribute that many of our students share is that they are first-generation college students. In other words, the first in their immediate family to attend college. I would like for everyone in this assembly who is or was a first-generation college student to please stand and be recognized. Wonderful. You will notice that several of our graduates are wearing different colored cords with their commencement regalia. These cords represent membership in particular honor societies at the university. Also, you will notice that some of the graduates are wearing red, white, and blue honor cords. Would you please stand if you're wearing a red, white, and blue honor cord? These graduates are veterans or are currently on active duty status. Please help me thank them for their self-sacrifice and service to our country. I would also like to ask members of the audience to stand and be recognized if you are a veteran or currently on active duty status. Again, thank you for your service. I would now like to recognize those undergraduate students who are graduating today with honors. To graduate cum laude, which means with honors, a student must have a 3.5 to a 3.69 grade point average. Would those students graduating cum laude please stand to be recognized? Now, to graduate magna cum laude, that means with high honors, a student must have a 3.7 to a 3.89 grade point average. Would those students graduating magna cum laude please stand to be recognized? And then to graduate summa cum laude, which means with highest honors, a student must have a 3.9 to a 4.0 grade point average. Would those students graduating summa cum laude please stand to be recognized? Congratulations to all. It's now my pleasure to introduce a member of our Board of Trustees who is bringing greetings from the full board And our board member today is Mr. Bill Donovan.
What a great-looking crowd of graduates. You compliment yourself. I'm honored to be with you today and to bring you greetings on behalf of the Athens State University Board of Trustees. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments, and we wish you much success as you begin the next chapter of your life. We encourage you to stay connected to this wonderful university and to continue to be part of all the great things that are happening here now. Again, congratulations, and enjoy this milestone of your graduation.
And now we turn to our commencement speaker. Today's commencement speaker earned a bachelor's degree from Athens State College and a master's degree from Alabama A&M and an administration degree from the University of North Alabama. He is a retired Alabama educator and is the only person ever to be elected as Superintendent of Education 3 times in Morgan County, Alabama. He is the 2022 National Blue Ribbon School Superintendent of the Year, only the 3rd superintendent in the nation to receive this award. He was also the 2018 Alabama District 8 Superintendent of the Year and the 2015 Athens State Educator of the Year. He has proudly served on the Athens State University Foundation Board since 2014. He is beginning his 33rd year in education and his 3rd year as Director of Schools and Superintendent for Fayetteville City Schools in Tennessee. His primary passion for spending a lifetime in education is to ensure that all children realize that they have leadership potential by exposing them to opportunities which facilitate this realization. Students, honored guests, family and friends, I am pleased to introduce your commencement speaker, Mr. Bill Hopkins, Jr.
You know, people ask, they say, are you scared to speak in front of large crowds? I said, no, the only thing that really scares me is podiums. And you know what I mean? Look at that. You know, you show up, he's like here, I'm like here, and I'm like, man, how am I going to make this fit? And then I show up, and there's 2 podiums, and I'm going like, which one am I supposed to use? So again, my fear of podiums continues. No, congratulations. What a great honor it is to be able to speak to you. I do know where I stand in the program. I was driving up here with my wife, and I said, darling, do you remember your commencement speaker? She goes, not a clue. I go, you know what? I don't remember mine either. So I understand that you're probably not going to remember me. But anyway, what a great opportunity I have to get to speak to you. And I will tell you that I was a little shocked when I walked in when I seen this. Because in 1990, I graduated in front of Founders Hall and have great memories from that. Even though I don't remember the commencement speaker, I do remember walking across that stage, and I do remember the tree, and I remember the beauty that building had. So it really has touched me, and I'm so thankful to get to, again, be in front of Founders Hall, even if it is just a picture. You are the true COVID graduates. You have been here through the 2 years of it all. Not the ones that did it last year or the year before. It's y'all. You're the ones that have seen most of your Athens State careers affected by COVID. So you will always be a special class, and you will always have special memories to that. I'm going to be brief today, but I do have a few challenges, and I want to tell you 2 stories about to Athens State students. The first challenge I'm going to give you goes along with what has been the theme of my life and what I do want you to remember before you leave here, is that John Maxwell has a quote that really means a lot to me, and it says that everyone communicates, but very few connect. Reflect on that for a second. Everyone communicates, but very few connect. In other words, if I come up here today and just talk, I'm communicating. But my hope today is in some way that I connect to you and show a connection with you and your university. First of all, I'm going to tell you a story, and I have permission to tell these stories about a little girl. There was a little girl who was born out of wedlock to a 17-year-old mother. Her father, or the biological father, left because it was a situation where an Iranian exchange student just couldn't marry a 17-year-old Caucasian girl at that time. Then the mother put the little girl up for adoption. Oh me, here we go. Probably some of you are connecting and already identifying with some of those things. Then, thankfully, the maternal grandparents decided to adopt this young lady. She grew up very poor, didn't have any money, lived in a house that was a trailer, but the trailer was so poor that they had to build a shelter on top of the trailer. But she studied and she worked hard and she wanted to make her grandparents, who were her parents, very, very happy. She then fell in love. Very, very smart young lady. Fell in love at 18, decided to get married. She tells a story of how her fiance, when he came to ask her grandfather, however you want to look at it, could he have her hand? The grandfather said, who was very uneducated, didn't graduate high school, said, the only thing I ask is that you promise me that she will stay in school and she will graduate. That commitment was made. I can assure you there's somebody out here in this crowd right now that's probably had that conversation, and your parents have had that. That happened, stayed on 4 years, non-traditional. Remember what Dr. Way said? Thank goodness there's a college called Athens State University. It allowed her the opportunity to go to school at home. It allowed her the opportunity to go to school pregnant. She actually walked across the stage up here within 1 month and had her first child. Ended up being the #1 math education student here at Athens State. Went ahead and taught 15 years of high school math. Now has retired from that and is one of the leading salespeople in an educational technology company. Did you know that Athens State is thought of as the #1 traditional university in the state of Alabama? That's us. That's you and I. Second story is about a little boy. Very similar to that. Conceived out of wedlock. Dad 16. Mother 18. By the time the little boy is 14 months old, Dad's already in prison for the first time. Has a sister that's 14 months younger than him. Then this little boy suffers a life of abuse, all kind of things, negative things that would some of you may and may not have been a part of. He goes through his life. He doesn't know what he wants to do, but he loves athletics and he wants to be a coach more than anything in this world. So he's able to barely make it through Wallace State, Calhoun, and then he finds the place that he would call home, Athens State University. And with that Athens State University, that young man was able to get his degree. He was able to then become a high school football coach, his dream. Then he became an alternative school principal. Then he became a high school principal. And those things all from this non-traditional university. And I want to tell you that today, that little girl sits in our audience. She sits over there, and she is my wife. and that little boy stands before you. That was my life. Go ahead. Those are the memories that I have. I remember my first professor, the advisor at Athens State, and I remember hanging out in Founders Hall in there on those most comfortable couches, and I thought it had the greatest carpet in the world in there. We would hang out. But what I want you to know is that you're part of a great family. You're part of something very, very special. And I look out there and I see each one of your faces. I see your ages. I see your race. I see your gender. I see those things. And how wonderful it is for all of us to be part of such this great university. So is there anything that I want you to remember and to take with you is that you're part of a special family. And I ask you, don't leave us. Come back and connect with your classmates, with others. Share what Athens State University has meant to you, because I know what it has meant to me. And it has been life-changing, and for that, I will truly be grateful. You're a special group. I'm excited to see what you're going to do in life, and you're all going to be able to do it with that great Athens State University education. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Hopkins, for those encouraging words. Today, we will be participating in a centuries-old tradition that dates back to the Middle Ages, that of awarding an honorary doctoral degree. Honorary doctorates are not earned through academic achievements, but rather conferred to recognize outstanding individuals for significant contributions to society through their generosity to their communities, nation, and humanity in general. You have already heard about today's recipient and his contributions to the field of education. He is one of our own. It is my privilege to confer, on behalf of Athens State University, an honorary Doctor of Letters upon 1990 graduate Bill Hopkins, Jr. Please come forward, Mr. Hopkins. Thank you. I have to be dressed too when I put mine on, so. Okay, we're going to remember the year that it is now, 2022. And before we recognize the summer 22 graduating class, let's go back 50 years or so to 1972. In major US news, it was the start of the Watergate scandal. NASA's space shuttle program was officially launched. Big movies included The Godfather and The Poseidon Adventure. Pong, the first wide-release video game, was released, and the color of tennis balls changed from black to yellow. In Athens College news, Athens College celebrated its 150th anniversary. The president at the time was Dr. Sidney Sandridge. And the college had a soccer team and a gymnastics team. The university's history is steeped in tradition, legacy, and heritage. Athens Forever is the theme for our bicentennial this year. Today, we welcome and are honored to recognize graduates from the class of 1972. And they're here to help us commemorate the 50th anniversary of their graduation and the 200th birthday of the institution. The university is very proud of the legacies that are created through our alumni. I want to recognize one that was brought to my attention recently. Would Julie Lovell Thornton, class of 2022, please stand? Julie is one such legacy. 50 years ago, the college celebrated her mother, the late Amelia McConnell Lovell, in the class of 1972. And today we are celebrating Julie in the class of 2022. Congratulations. I know your mother will be extremely proud of you today. Thank you. To the class of 1972 and the class of 2022, it is our simple wish when you look back one day and see what great things you have done, you will always remember where it all began. And now we would like to recognize the successes of our 1972 graduates. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage, and they will be introduced by Dr. Jeffrey Gunther.
Richard Whitey Lawrence. After graduation, Mr. Lawrence began work for the Matthias Paper Corporation, where he became a senior account manager and was with the company for over 43 years before retiring. In this position, he traveled extensively across the country. He has been married for 46 years to Gloria Tom, whose brother also graduated from Athens State in 1971. Mr. and Mrs. Lawrence have 3 daughters and 7 grandchildren. Mr. Lawrence is a sports car collector and enthusiast, dabbles in a little bit of real estate as well. He enjoys traveling and golf. They currently reside in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Vicki Gover Lindley. After graduation in May 1972, Ms. Lindley got her first teaching job in health and physical education at Austin High School in Decatur, where she started the first volleyball team. She taught in the Decatur City School System for 30 years. Currently, Ms. Lindley is the 43rd year director of the Decatur Dixie Darlings, a recreational baton twirling program with the city of Decatur. She is now retired with 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. Mr. Jerry Newby. Mr. Newby enjoyed a successful career as a partner in Newby Farms, in a farming family that dates back 7 generations. He served as president of the Alabama Farmers Federation and Alpha Insurance from 1998 until 2012. In addition to Jerry, 8 other members of the Newby family are alumni of Athens State, with the earliest graduating in 1943 and the latest in 2021, all having worked their way through college. Sandra Lovell Stockton. Miss Stockton came to work for Athens State College a few years after her graduation. She was hired by Dr. Sandridge and worked here for the next 30 years. She also worked with Dr. Chastain, Dr. Bartlett, and Dr. Glenn. Glenda Barbara Wales. After graduating from Athens College, Mrs. Wales received her master's in education from Alabama A&M. She taught school for 25 years at Elkmont and Ardmore High Schools. She was married to Ed Wales, and they have 1 son and 1 daughter. Mrs. Wales was one of the original work, raise your family, and get your degree at the same time students.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Associate Dean Wright to the podium as we are coming to the part of today's ceremony that we have all been waiting for.
Would the candidates for the Master of Science please stand? Dr. Way, the candidates that stand before you today, whose names will be called, have met all the requirements necessary to receive the degree of Master of Science. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend that their degree be conferred. Candidates, please be seated. Please welcome Dr. Vatarian to the podium.
Would the candidates for Master of Education please stand? Dr. Way, the candidates who stand before you today and whose names will be called have met all the requirements necessary to receive the degree of Master of Education. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend their degree be conferred. Candidates, please be seated.
Now would all the master's candidates please stand again? By the authority granted me by the state of Alabama and the Athens State University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Master of Science or the Master of Education degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. You may move your tassels to the left-hand side, and then thank you. Please be seated for a moment.
Now, graduates, I need to give you a few instructions before we proceed. The marshal will signal for you to stand and will lead you to the stage. You'll give your card to the announcer and present your hood to your dean. Your dean will place the hood over your commencement robe, and the photographer will take your picture. Then you'll join the president to accept your diploma and smile for the photographer again. Afterwards, you will exit the stage where you will be photographed again in the corner to my right. Please proceed back to your seat. Deans Volcana and Wright, please prepare for the hooding ceremony for the College of Business. Marshall, please bring the master's degree candidates to the stage.
Jennifer Camposano. Kendria Lachey Cannell. Darnell Davis. Emily Christine Fieger Stevenson. Ariel Good. Cody Jacobs. Leah McCormick. Howard Middlebrooks, Jr. Joshua Emmanuel Mids. Regina Dawn Neese. Rylan Jacoby Pendleton. Kimberly Cordell Penton. Rosalind Riggins. Marcus Santrell Simpson. Brandon Lee Smith. Molly Lee Smith. Nathan Dwayne Steele. Jennifer Lynn Stratton. Keisha Streeter. Chelsea White. Ryan Wilson. Dr. Vartanian, please prepare for the hooding ceremony for the College of Education. Marshall, please bring the master's degree graduates to the stage. Regina R. Gilliland. Kayla Janae Kohanek Tankersley. Ricky Lee Tillis.
Would the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? Dr. Way, the candidates who stand before you today and whose names will be called have met all the requirements necessary to receive their degree, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend their degree be conferred.
By the authority granted me by the state of Alabama and the Athens State University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Science in Education with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may move your tassels to the left-hand side. Graduates, please be seated for a moment.
Now, graduates, I need to give you a few instructions before we proceed as well. The marshal will signal for your row to stand and will lead you to the stage one row at a time. You'll give your card to the announcer, acknowledge your dean, and then you'll join the president to accept your diploma and smile for the photographer. Afterwards, you will exit the stage, photographed again to my right, and then proceed back to your seat. Would the marshal please bring the first row of newly recognized graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences forward? Dean DeLapp, would you stand to acknowledge these graduates?
Blake Ryan Alexander. Arlene R. Blake. Chris Boatwright, magna cum laude. Kwanzaa Bridgeforth. Lindsay Nicole Birch. Michelle Johnson Cipollari. Brett Thomas Damer Jr., magna cum laude. Gina M. Dodge, cum laude. Gavin Drake Garner. Katasha D. Hart. Kenyon Jennings. Etta Alice Lenore Darling. Allison Olivia Mosley. Latoya Mowat Green, magna cum laude. Dylan Cade Musselman. Lindsay Marie Nelson. Ryan Aston Whitfield Patterson. Sakita Terrell Shaw. Charles L. Steele, Jr. Lauren Stevenson. Latasia Shanice Walker, cum laude. Ernest Lee Williams, Jr., cum laude. Nathan Tyler Williams. Keenan William Worthington, magna cum laude. Will the Marshal please bring the first row of newly recognized graduates from the College of Business forward? Deans Valcana and Wright, would you stand to acknowledge these graduates? Hunter Joe Bean. Lacey Danielle Brown. Cartina Lachey Cartwright, cum laude. Kevin Lynn Cole. Amanda Lynette Cooper. Tabitha Lanice Davis. Savannah Cheyenne Defoe, magna cum laude. Julia Madison Draper, cum laude. Emily R. Edmondson, summa cum laude. Jade Tyree Fletcher. Victoria Taylor Garcia. Portia R. Hambrick. Amanda Nicole Hampton. Austin Perry Harris. Emily Brooke Herbert, magna cum laude. Sophia Lorene Hewlett Jones. Cabry Elizabeth Hogan, magna cum laude. Sarah Caitlin Hollingshead. Lindsay Tyndall Johnston, cum laude. Kendra Lachelle Jolly. Josiah Webb Kennedy. Skylar Lee King. Linda Brown Mann. Teresa D. Marshall, magna cum laude. Hayden Sivley McNutt. Dwight Joseph Miller III, magna cum laude. Danielle K. Mitchell. Michael Lee Moyers. Derek Nicholson. Angelica Pelt, cum laude. Robert Lewis Perrin. Nicholas Pettengill. Andrew C. Pierce. Nathaniel Ray Prather. Carolina Quiroz, summa cum laude. Joshua Taylor Rogers, summa cum laude. Yasmin Dioselena Saldana, summa cum laude. Savannah Brooke Scott. Elizabeth Shrestha. Megan Elizabeth Sorensen, summa cum laude. Molly Rose Stewart. Elijah Taylor. Julie Lovell Thornton, summa cum laude. Dakota Riley Tidmore, cum laude. Latasia Shordette Townsend. Carly Beth Turner, magna cum laude. Starletta Marie Strickland. Charles John White. Will the Marshal please bring the first row of newly recognized graduates from the College of Education forward? Dr. Vartanian, would you please stand to acknowledge these graduates? Shalini Jernisa Bledsoe, cum laude. Elizabeth Robinson Brown. Catherine Huntington Case, magna cum laude. Trey Anthony Clark. Tracy Anderson DeSico. Joseph Heath Dunn, cum laude. Felicia Lachey Hayek, summa cum laude. Demetria Malone, summa cum laude. Joshua McKinley Wayne Strange, cum laude. Aaliyah Mackenzie Wallace, cum laude. Carrie Aisha Washington.
How about we give our newly minted graduates one more round of applause? Congratulations to everybody. Well done. I just have a few more closing comments to make before we process. First of all our students contribute to the growth and success of this university, and we hope that you're as proud of us as we are of all of you. We can't let you leave us totally, and so you're going to be receiving a free one-year membership in the university's Alumni Association. We hope that you will use this membership to stay connected to the university and all the great things that are continually happening here. After the ceremony, I invite you all to join us at the historic Alumni Fountain to enjoy a reception hosted by our Alumni Association to welcome their newest members, you graduates. There will be opportunities for pictures at the fountain and anywhere else on our beautiful historic campus. Following the benediction, I would ask the audience to remain at their seats until all dais, faculty, and students have recessed from the hall. You may then follow them to the reception. Graduates, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Athens State University graduates for summer 2022. Please would everyone in the audience stand if they're able and join in singing the Alma Mater, which is printed on the back of the program, led by Mrs. Lavaughan, and then remain standing for the benediction, led by Dr. White.
On Alabama's have shown us through knowledge days. On whatever be our watchword, may we never fail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, Athens State, all hail.
Indeed, we celebrate with you a dream realized. We're proud of you for your commitment, perseverance, all the hard work that you've done to get here. Now for the benediction. When I was a 20-year-old young man, I came here and my first class was in that building. It was a philosophy class taught by a professor named Dan Jones. I came here with a lot of answers and a few questions. It was a philosophy class. Dr. Jones took it as a challenge to kind of deconstruct some of the answers I might have held at the time. A lot of years have come and gone, but I will tell you this, the investment that was made in my life, the difference of the trajectory of my life, it changed because of this place. I hope that you'll find that to be true for yourself as well. So here I am, a lot of years later, occupying a place on the 5th floor there in Founders, a good bit older. I have a lot of questions and a few answers these days. But that's part of the educational process, to understand the mystery and to stand in amazement at the world we live in. And so, there's only one question that I would ask of you. It's from Mary Oliver, the poet. Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. May you find your purpose and your passion, and may you live it out. May you find joy. May you do something that meets the world's needs and makes you come alive. May you find wisdom, strength, and the courage to live your own dreams and to make a difference. And may the glory of God shine through your very life.